welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Masan Ali and you are watching Global Scope News. Today we are exploring a major development in American politics that has taken many by surprise. Donald Trump has made a big promise after securing the endorsements of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This move has been potential to shake up the upcoming elections. We will dive into what this promise means, why it's so important, and how it could impact on the politics landscape. On the political landscape, so let's break it all down together. Donald Trump recently made a bold promise that generating a lot of discussions, not just in America but around the world. After receiving the endorsement of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Trump declared that if elected in November, he would release all the remaining secret documents related to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy. This promise is not just a campaign statement; it's a pledge that touches on one of the most enduring mysteries in American history. For decades, people have speculated about that these documents might reveal and why they have been kept hidden for so long. The release of these documents could open a new chapter in our understanding of the events surrounding JF Kennedy's assassinations. It could lead to fresh investigations, public debates, and perhaps even change how people view past administrations. Trump's promise taps into the deep curiosity that captures that many Americans still feel about the events of November 22. In 1963, by making this promise, Trump is positioning himself as a candidate who is not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring hidden truths to light. Trump made this announcement during a rally in Glendale, Arizona, a state that could play a crucial role in the upcoming election. Arizona is not only a swing state but also a place where many voters are particularly concerned about transparency and government accountability. By making such a dramatic statement in Glendale, Trump is sending a message to the entire nation that he is the candidate. He is the only candidate who will reveal the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. Additionally, Trump's plans to create a new commission to investigate presidential assassinations attempts, including the attack on him in July 2023, reinforce, reinforce his image as a leader who takes threats seriously. This commission would likely attract significant media attentions and could shape public opinions in the month leading up to the election. For Trump, this is about more than just winning votes. It's about controlling the narrative and positioning himself as a defender of democracy and transparency. The crowd at the rally responded with the overwhelming cheering loudly for Trump's promise and showing their support for both him and Kennedy. The energy in the crowd reflected a broader trend within Trump's base that desire for strong leadership deceives action and a willingness to challenge the establishment. This really was more than just a political event. It's a demonstration of the power of bold promise and the ability of our charismatic leaders to galvanize public support. like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. had been running for president as a third party candidate, a move that many believed could shake up the election by drawing voters away from both major practice. However, in a surprising turn of events, Kennedy recently decided to support Trump and end his own campaign. The decision is not just a simple endorsement. It's a strategic alliance that could have far-reaching consequences for the election. By choosing to support Trump, Kennedy is effectively consolidating the anti-establishment vote, which could prove to be a decisive factor in the outcome of the race. Kennedy's decisions was made with the acquiescence by Trump's supporters, who were thrilled to see Kennedy join Trump on the stage at the rally. This movement was symbolic, representing the coming together for two political figures who, despite their differences, share a common goal: challenging the political establishment and bringing about change. The visuals of Trump and Kennedy standing side by side sent a powerful message to voters. This is not just a campaign; it's a movement. It's a movement. Kennedy announced that he would withdraw from the presidential race to avoid splattering voters with Trump. He explains that staying in the race could potentially hand the elections to Kamala Harris, the current vice president, who is seen by many as continuations of the current administration's police. By stepping aside and endorsing Trump, Kennedy is positioning himself as a as a kingmaker, a figure whose supports could tip the scales in favor of one candidate. This move is also a strategic calculation, as it allows Kennedy to maintain influence without risking a divided vote that could weaken the anti-establishment movement. In key swing states where the margin of victory could be razor thin, Kennedy's decisions to remove his name from the ballot could have a significant impact. By consolidating the anti-establishment vote, Trump could gain the upper hand in the states that are crucial to winning the electoral college. However, Kennedy's names will still appear on the ballot in some states, creating a complex dynamic that could influence the overall election's outcome. In these states, Kennedy's presence on the ballot could attract votes for those who are dissatisfied with both major party candidates' position, potentially altering the balance of power. During the rally, Trump took the opportunity to praise Kennedy and highlight his family's contributions to American politics. The Kennedy the Kennedy family is one of the most iconic and influential families in American history, with a legacy that spans decades. By aligning himself with the Kennedy name, Trump is attempting to tap into that legacy and appeal to voters who admire the Kennedy's family dedications to public service. Trump's prize for Kennedy's father, Robert F. Kennedy, and his uncle, President John F. Kennedy, was more than just a gesture of respect. It was a calculated move to draw to draw parallels between himself and the Kennedys, positioning himself as a leader who is committed to upholding the values that the Kennedy's family represents. Trump expressed his pride in Kennedy for supporting him and emphasizing that he is excited about the potentials for future collaboration. This partnership is particularly noteworthy given Kennedy's controversial views on vaccines and public health, which have drawn criticism from many in the medical community. Despite this controversy, Trump's willingness to work with Kennedy on issues related to children's health signals a broader strategy to appeal to a wide range of voters, including those who may have reservations about mainstream medical practice. By setting up a special team to work with Kennedy on these issues, Trump is not only gaining a valuable ally but also broadening his appeal to voters who prioritize health and wellness. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been a polarizing figure in American politics, largely due to his views on vaccines and public health. He has been a vocal critic and vaccines, claiming that they cause autism and other health problems, a stance that has been widely discredited by the scientific community. Despite the overwhelming evidence against his claims, Kennedy also continued to promote these views, earning him both staunch supporters and fierce critics. Kennedy's endorsements of Trump is therefore a double-edged sword. One, on the other hand, it brings a new level of visibility and support to Trump's campaigns, particularly among voters who shares Kennedy's mainstream medical practices. On the other hand, it risks aligning voters who are concerned about public health and the spread of misinformation. This endorsement highlights the complexity and often contradictory nature of political alliances, where short-term gains must be weighted against potential long-term consequences. The Kennedy's family's reactions to Robert's endorsements of Trump has been one of disappointment and disapproval. Several of his siblings, including Kathleen Kennedy, Townsend, and Carrie Kennedy, have publicly criticized his decisions, calling it a betrayal of their family values and principles. This internal family conflict is a miscomes of the larger division with the Democratic Party and the country as a whole. Talking about the Kennedy's family, once a unified force in American politics, is now more polarizations that has come to define the current political landscape. These divisions within the Kennedy's family is significant because it reflects the broader challenges facing the Democratic Party as it navigates as an increasingly fractured political environment. The party is struggling to maintain unity in the face of growing ideological differences and Kennedy's endorsements of Trump. Only these tensions as the elections approaches, it will be important to watch how the Democratic Party responds to these internal divisions and whether they can present a united front against Trump candidacy. This rally is Glendale, Arizona, was held under extreme weather conditions. I repeat again, extremely weather conditions with temperatures soaring above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The opposite heat poses a significant challenge for both attendants and organizers, with many people suffering from heat and exhaustion and requiring medical attention. Despite these difficult circumstances, the rally in Glendale, Arizona, was held under extreme weather conditions with temperatures soaring above 100 degrees. The oppressive heat posed a significant challenge for both attendants and organizers, with many people suffering from heat exhaustion and requiring medical attention. Despite these difficult circumstances, the rally was a resounding success for Trump, drawing a large crowd. The success of the rally, despite the harsh conditions, is a testament to the dedications and commitments of Trump's supporters. These are voters who are willing to endure physical discomfort and adversity in order to show their support for the candidate. This level is a critical asset for Trump's campaign, as it translates into the high voter turnout and increased grassroots support. Moreover, the rally served as a platform to Trump to showcase his alliance with Kennedy, a move that added a new layer of excitement to the event. The visuals of Kennedy standing beside Trump, despite their previous reinforced the narrative of unity and strength within the campaign. It also sent a message to voters that Trump is capable of building bridges and forming alliances even with those who have previously been adversaries. Trump's promised to delete the JF Kennedy assassinations documents, coupled with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. unexpected endorsements, represents a pivotal movement in American politics. These developments could significantly reshape the electoral landscape, influencing both public opinions and the strategies of other candidates. As we move closer to the election, the alliance between Trump and Kennedy will be a crucial factor to watch. It has the potential to energize voters and bring new political discourse. Thanks for watching us. Stay tuned as this could be the beginning of a major shift in the political dynamic of the United States. And that wraps up our deep dive into these surprising developments in American politics. If you found this analysis insightful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Global Scope News. For more in-depth updates and analysis, I am Hassan Ali and I want to thank you for visiting my channel today. Your support means the world to me. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. See you in the next video. Take care.